Steelers in Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he returns this to the 22. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey.
And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23. These two teams, they met in Charlotte earlier in the year with the Panthers coming out on top. So they'll be looking for the win here in New Orleans to complete the season sweep. Now it's 2nd and 9.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
This defense for the Saints, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offensive line, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
Now it's Jackson. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now Jackson on first down. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what the opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On first down, this is McCaffrey. They find some open field here.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Kamara. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll send the tight end in motion. Here's Winston. There's Chris Olave. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
It seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Jameis to throw it. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Saints post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Pulls it in at the 13. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2? Going back, and that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
when they've needed a play this year. He's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They go play action now. Jackson, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Going deep downfield for Ross. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. John Ross, 31 yards. And the Panthers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Winston again, it's Kamara. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Winston. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 35. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And some room to work. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 47 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. In motion goes the tight end. Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. In motion, the tight end. Third and goal at the 4-yard line. They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Winston to the sideline here on 4th down, and Will Lutz gets set for a New Orleans field goal try. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. The kick by Lutz is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Taken from about the 12. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Jackson from the shotgun. That pass complete to Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
But they've certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Play action. Now Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
He'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. And he wisely will throw that one away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And that's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Gonzalez's kick is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Winston now.
In the hands of Kamara.
And some space here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A 10th carry for Kamara.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So we're at halftime here on Christmas Eve. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
They start the 2nd half with Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the 2nd half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On 2nd and 12, Winston. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. Finding room at midfield. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Inside the 10. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 84 yards.
And that last throw, CD, going to move him even further up that all-time passing leaderboard as he just moved beyond Broadway Joe Namath at 27,663 yards.
And that's impressive because Joe Namath, my goodness, he could throw a football. I mean, it was just gorgeous the way he threw it. Rallied his Jets to a Super Bowl win, one of the greatest upsets in NFL history. Broadway Joe, the man.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he is unable to make the play himself on 2nd down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on 3rd down?
Third and goal, Winston. Touchdown! Mo Alley-Cox from 3 yards out.
And the Saints take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Lutz with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that leads you to bigger errors.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
When the defense wins and gets up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Jackson. He's got the connection to Moore. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers.
Off the option, here's McCaffrey.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore, 60 yards. And the Panthers are back within a score. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17.
Score Saints 20, Panthers 17.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
2nd down, and it's Kamara again.
5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
In motion right is Thomas. Here's Winston. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Thomas will come in motion right. Here's Kamara out of the pistol. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. On 3rd down, Winston. And this is caught. That's Watkins.
And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. The slot man in motion right. To throw is Winston.
Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley-Cox, the tight end. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. But right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Now Winston. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he is going to have a Saints first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to run.
And he'll get it inside the 35.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
On 2nd and 7, Winston. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Catch number 44 on the year. It's a first down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Kamara up the middle, and he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And the tight end goes in motion left. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Winston here to throw. Touchdown, Saints. Michael Thomas. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
And the Saints are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
Lutz good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Pulls it in at the 13. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you've just watched your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Jackson to throw.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
And the Saints are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off. They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Kamara gets it again on second down.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On third down, here's Kamara. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. There comes the Saints punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And we talk so much about the turnover battle,